Hey guys, I'm coming to you today to give you a review on the Diva Cup. Woo! I've watched about 100 reviews on this. Really encouraged me to give it a shot. I think it's a great idea if it'll work. Supposedly, it gives you 12 hours of protection. I'll just give you a quick little history of me. I am 40 years old. I still have very regular periods, about every 28 days. They last roughly about 4 days. The first 3 days are really super heavy. The last day will kind of be mild, low flow. And then I might have 1 day of kind of spotting, sometimes 2 days. I will say, as I'm getting older, I guess heading into, menopause, middle age, and all that stuff, my periods are changing some. I have horrible cramps. Absolutely horrible cramps. Now, I don't have my box and all that stuff for my Diva Cup because I actually bought this last month and gave it a shot. And said no. But here I am again to give it a second chance. Let's see if it deserves a second chance. Just tell you what happened last month. I got it. A wonderful little period came. Put in the Diva Cup. And I work night shift. I'm a nurse. And I work night shift. So I came home. I actually started my period while I was at work, and of course I didn't have the Diva Cup with me, so I used a tampon and pad, which is what I had there. My cycle is so heavy that I have to do a super tampon and a pad, and I change my tampon about every 3 hours, and that's a super tampon. It's a very heavy flow. Very bad cramps, that whole deal. Get acne really bad around that time and everything. It's just a horrible monster, and I'm so ready for menopause. I wish it would just come on. So, anyway, I started at work. I used a tampon and a pad. Got home, put in the Diva Cup, went to sleep, and maybe that was where I messed up, because I put it in and then I went to sleep. I was concerned about lying down to sleep, so I actually sat in my recliner and slept that day. I was just scared, putting it in, laying down, maybe it would leak. I wanted to, give it a while of me being in an upright position before being in a lying position. I don't know, it's probably just mentally me, but... So I went ahead and I slept in my recliners in a sitting up position. Well, I slept about 5 hours maybe. Woke up, got up, went in the kitchen to fix me a drink, and I could just feel it. It was leaking everywhere. As soon as I stood up and headed for the kitchen, I could feel it. It was everywhere. So I went, didn't head for the kitchen, headed for the bathroom. Got in there, and there was just barely a drop in the Diva Cup. And everything else was on my underwear and pajamas. I mean, everything. They were just saturated. And there was just barely a drop in the Diva Cup. I don't know what I did wrong. How? How was there just a drop in the Diva Cup and I'm just saturated? I did not understand it. So I took that thing out and I said, forget you. This is a hoax. This is some bull crap. So, I finished out that cycle using pads and tampons because I had to go to work. I worked 12-hour night shifts. I could not be leaking everywhere, all over my scrubs, worrying about leaking while I'm working. I couldn't do that. I'm a nurse. I don't have time to go to the bathroom every few minutes and stuff. So I had to have something I could trust. So I went back to my pads and tampons. Well, this month, my lovely little cycle decided to come today. And I'm off work the next 4 nights. We'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. At least if there's leaking, I'm at home. I can deal with it, clean it up. Not at work. That would have been, oh God, that would have been horrible. That would have been really bad. Anyway, this is what she looks like. I have already cut, there is a little stem that comes attached right here. I've already cut mine off because it, like I could feel it. And it was just, it was awful. So, this is what she looks like. Kind of, I mean, it's as big as my hand. But I will say, it wasn't that hard to put in, and it didn't like, I couldn't feel it once it was in there and all that kind of stuff. It's made of like a silicone type material. It's really bendy. They say to give it this kind of a fold right here, which is pretty easy to do. You just push down this and take these 2 fingers and kind of smush it up, and then kind of pull that one back out, and then you got you a little taco to put in your taco. Is that allowed to say? I don't know. Taco for your taco. Anyway, you just slide her up in there and then pop. This holds 2 ounces. Again, this is the Diva Cup. 2 ounces, or I believe 30 mLs. Guys, I'm so scared to do this again. It is made in Canada. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's these little tiny holes. You see that little tiny hole right there? It has a few of them. There's one. Little tiny holes. You can kind of see it there. Right there it is. It has, I believe, 4 of them. There's one. And if they get, there's one. If they get clogged up, you're supposed to like take a Q-tip and gently unclog them. Like if they was to get blood clogged them up. Take a Q-tip, not a Q-tip, a, Q-tip's too big, a toothpick. And just very gently stick it in there and unclog them. You know, you don't have to put a hole in there or nothing like that. Just run some hot water and gently go, you know, stick it in and out, twist it around a little bit. It'll unclog it. Because they say if these holes get clogged up, you absolutely will have leakage. So check that when you take it out. Comes with this little purple bag to keep it in. And this is really nice, you know, to throw in your pocketbook. You got to run to the bathroom. You can just grab that and run to the bathroom. So, I'm going to go put her in. Like I said, I'm cramping like crazy. I worked last night. I come home, slept today, woke up, and I had started. The cramps is actually what woke me up. I was cramping so bad it woke me up. And realized, oh, I knew what that cramp was as soon as I felt it. I knew what time it was. So I went in there, checked, sure enough. And I just put on a pad really quick at that point in time because I wanted to do this video for you guys before I put this in. Just an FYI. This could possibly be a graphic video. I will be showing you the cup. I will be showing you if there's any mess associated with it. I will be showing you if there's any leaking, how much blood, how to empty it, and all that kind of stuff. So anybody that doesn't want to see that, you should probably skip to the end and see what my final thoughts are or something to that effect. But as of right now, we're going to go put her in and see what happens. Alright, we are back. I wear a glove, and I will recommend to any woman who wears artificial fingernails to wear a glove possibly for the messiest parts of this, because it's kind of hard if you get blood up underneath your artificial nails to get it out. To scrub that out is a little on the hard side. Okay, so we have it. We have our glove on. Coming to you live from my bathroom. Anyone who doesn't want to see this kind of stuff, you might want to just flip on ahead. And I will say, when I was watching other people's videos, I could not believe that they showed this kind of stuff in their videos. I was like, what? Oh my goodness, you're about crazy. What? Don't show that. Anyway, I've got it folded, my taco. They say to either sit on the toilet or put 1 foot up on the toilet. I have found the 1 foot up on the toilet works better for me. Oh my goodness, this is hard to do. Ah! Oh. Lord, I don't know how you're supposed to keep it closed up to get it in there. Wow, that is painful. I don't know how far it's supposed to go. You're supposed to tilt it or something? Not really sure. I don't think it's opened all the way. Okay, maybe it's opened. How in the world? This is insane. I can't believe that there is such a contraption as this. I think I've got it. I'm not 100% sure. Taking my glove off. Well, it did hurt just a little bit to put it in. Now that it's in, I don't really feel it. I'm cramping really, really bad though. I think kind of messing around in there made those cramps increase. Woo! Woo-wee. Wow. Cramping really bad. So I folded it, pushed it in as far as I could get it, and then it's kind of hard to keep it mushed while you put it in there because my hand isn't going to fit in there. My hand plus holding it in my hand certainly isn't going to fit in there. I mean, geez Louise, if you're fitting all that in there, you go, girl, I guess. But anyway, so like I was able to get it a little ways in there, but I had to let go of it at that point and just kind of push with a finger. And then I took my finger and kind of went around the rim to make sure it was opened all the way. And then I couldn't go all the way around it though. So I took my thumb and felt as far as I could. As far as I can tell, it's open all the way. I know there is, women have said that they've had a problem with like getting the cup in there and it not popping open all the way. It'll still have like a little bit of that crease in it. And of course that lets blood come out, leak around it. So hopefully that didn't happen. But, I'm so freaking scared. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I don't feel it. I don't feel anything. Got my legs mushed all the way together. Doing a couple kegels. I don't feel anything. But it says you can wear it for 12 hours. I'm going to give it 6. We'll go from there. So I will be back to talk to you guys in 6 hours or before if we have any major leak problem happen. See you in a few. Hey guys. I'm so sleepy. It's the middle of the night. I'm up to go pee pee, and I realize, it's about time to empty or check my Diva Cup. I have to say, I am so shocked. I have not had a single leak. It was like I wasn't even having a period. It was so weird. I never felt it. I never felt it in there or anything. It was really nice. I am so far. I'm so sleepy. I'm very impressed, and I'm very happy so far with the way things are going. I can't hardly think. I'm so sleepy. But anyway, I'm gonna do a empty of it, and I can't hardly think straight. I gotta get myself together to do this. I just woke up in the middle of the night. I was sleeping so good too, but I had to pee pee. Oh, okay. Alright, here goes nothing, guys. I'm already sitting down. I've already went to the pee pee, because I couldn't wait on that one. I had to go. I'm an older lady. We gotta go pee pee quick. We have accidents. Alright, let's see how hard this thing is to get out. Oh, okay. Kind of like, it's kind of like pushed around the edge a little bit to break the seal, and it's so weird. You can actually hear it like not like that. It didn't sound like that. It was it was like air. You could hear it when I broke the seal. That was so wild. Okay, all right. Let's see what we got here. Very easy to take out, I have to say, because I'm just sitting here. Very, very easy to take out. Okay. All right. Graphic part here. If you don't want to see this, turn off or look away or fast forward, whatever you need to do. I'm rather impressed. It's very clean around the top except right there. That's the only place that there's a little mess around the top. I do see those holes on the top have a little bit of blood in them, so I'm probably going to have to clean them out with like maybe a toothpick or something, if they don't just rinse out with the water, But that, I am rather impressed. Wow, this is shocking to me. So far, it's right on the dot of the 15, right? Yeah. So I'm impressed. I mean, that thing is clean. Like, I know I have on the glove, but if I would have had on had on just my hand. If I would have been using just my hand, I wouldn't have gotten anything on it. I mean, it's just clean. It's clean, yeah. Clean all the way around. The only place is right there around the top, the tip, the edge. That's the only place and it's on the inside. It's not on the outside. It's on the inside. So that's the only thing. It's on the inside. I'm so impressed. And it didn't leak. Last time it leaked. Must have been me. Must have been something I done wrong. Because I did not trust it to wear it to work. But no leak at all. I am so impressed. Alright, guys, I just looked around so we could show the empty. Let's just, I know you guys probably don't want to see this. Let's just do a little bit. Perfect. Perfectly clean. Wow. Even those little holes, are not clogged up or anything. I really thought they were gonna be. They looked like they were gonna be. It was just the way it looked or something. Wow. I'm rather impressed. It feels kind of weird to empty it in my sink. I rinse it out in my sink. And I saw girls on the reviews who actually emptied the blood out down their sink. I'm going to go ahead and try to put it back in while I talk to y'all and see if I can get a little bit niftier with it. I actually watched videos of women who, because I watched a bunch of reviews on this myself. Anyway, I watched videos of women who actually, oh wow, it goes in much easier than it did the first time. Wow. I don't know if it's already like made itself some room in there or what. I mean, I folded it and it just, boop. I mean, it just went right in. Like it knew what it was doing. It knew where it was supposed to go or something. That was wild. I mean, like it knew its place. It just, whoop, there it went. Wow. I'm rather impressed. That's crazy. It just went right there. Wow. Okay. We're back in. Wow. Okay, I guess you get better at it. Anyway, I watched review videos where women actually emptied the blood into their sink and then rinsed it down. And when I watched the review videos, I was like, I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, because she was getting a lot of backlash, a lot of negative comments and stuff. And when I watched it, got a hair. When I watched it, I thought, I don't see anything wrong with that. Y'all shouldn't be talking bad about her. You know, it's all right. You know, you're rinsing it down. You spit down the sink. You God only knows what you pour down that sink. And you wash it away. But now that I actually rinsed it out in my sink, I don't know how I would feel about actually pouring the blood down my sink. I don't know. It just seemed a little icky to me now after I rinsed it out in the sink. I don't know. It just seemed a little icky to me. Anyway, I'm going back to freaking bed. So far, we're 12 hours in. Day 1, I guess. Day 2, day 1, something, the Diva Cup. I don't know. I'm going back to bed. I'll talk to y'all later. So far, so good. Hey guys, I'm back. I just want to do a really quick update. It's now been another 6 hours. This is my 4th time emptying my Diva Cup. I am emptying it every 6 hours, which for me that's really great, because before, when I done tampons, I had to change that tampon about every hour, and it would be completely saturated to running out onto the pad. So I would have changed usually the tampon and the pad every hour. I've been going 6 hours. It's like I'm not even having a period. I can go pee and wipe. There's no blood or anything. It's great. I don't know what I done the first time I tried this Diva Cup, that I didn't have it in right or something, because it just leaked massively. But I'm getting about this much each time I empty. It's a little over half full. So this is my 4th time, and I get about this much each time. I got this sitting on a little mat. I'm going to empty it and do all that cleanup. I just want to do a really quick update with you guys. But one thing that I'm absolutely loving is I don't have that period smell to me. You know that bloody period smell? Come on, ladies. You know which one I'm talking about. I don't have that smell. I haven't had it at all. Like, usually I could smell it, and I think mine was really a dense, heavy period smell, heavy blood smell, because I menstruate so heavy. But I have not had that blood smell to me at all. And don't think I'm gross, but I sniffed the liquid in the Diva Cup. There's no odor to it. So what makes us have that period smell? Because it's obviously not the blood. The blood's completely odorless. It don't even smell like blood. It was weird. But anyway, just a quick update. 4th time emptying. Still no leaks. It's been about half full each time. So, I'll get back to you. Oh, this is day 2 of the period. Hey guys. So, I want to finish up talking to you about the Diva Cup. Finish up my review on it. Where I left off at, I was having a good time. Everything was going great. Very positive things to say about it so far. We left off on day 2 of my period. And the reason why I didn't record anymore is because I wasn't going to do this review, because I started having problems with the Diva Cup. So I thought, I'm just going to trash all this, try again next month. If I get it right, get it good, have a positive review next month, then I'll post. But then I thought, that's not my real review of the product then. If I'm manipulating the product month after month or time after time until I finally have a good review of it, then that's not my real review. So that's why there was no more footage from the 3rd day and the 4th day and the 5th day of my period, because I wasn't going to do the review. I was just going to try again next month with next month's cycle and see if I had a good experience, and I was going to go from there. Okay. It's not that I had a horrible experience, because as you saw from the previous days, day 1, it was great. I had no leaks. I got something on me from coloring. Day 1 was great. I had no leaks. Day 2 was great. I had no leaks. Okay, come day 3, I don't know what happened, but I started having leaks. At first it wasn't bad, then it was a bad one, and so that happened on day 3 and 4. Sometimes it was bad, sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes it leaked, sometimes it didn't. I also had a couple, I think it was on day 4, I was cleaning my house and doing different things. I was up walking around a lot, and it felt like it kept sliding down. I would push it back up, slide back down, push it back up, slide back down. So I sat down and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos to see if I could figure out what I was doing wrong, because I thought it had to be me, because the product, I can't blame the product, because day 1 and day 2, it worked like a dream. I've already boiled it, so it's good and clean. Every month, after your cycle, they recommend to boil it about 10 minutes, boil it, good hot water for about 10 minutes. That sterilizes it, and then put it back in your little purple bag, and you're good to go for the next month. But every time I went, it was about halfway full of blood, and there was nothing on the outside of the cup. Well, when it started leaking, it would only be about a quarter full of blood. There would only be about a quarter full on the inside, and it would be all over the outside of the cup. Thank God I was wearing gloves. Now, I didn't give up. I didn't give up and go back to my tampons. I finished out my period with this thing. I just kept messing with it and watching videos and messing with it and watching videos. I watched a lot of the videos from the girls who do Put a Cup in It. That's their name here on YouTube. Their channel, it's called Put a Cup in It. They do reviews on a bunch of different cups like these. And I got good information from them. So if you're second guessing or you're not real sure about stuff, go to their channel and just watch their videos. They'll explain it all to you. Very informational. So that's what I done. I went and watched a bunch of their videos. Okay. I found out what I believe the problem was, why it was slipping down, was it wasn't getting suction. And the reason why it was leaking was because it wasn't getting suction. And it took me a couple days to finally perfect how to get it in there right and to get it to suction correctly and work correctly. Now, the first 2 days of my cycle must have just been, beginner's luck, and I just happened to get it in there right. Don't know why it worked and then all of a sudden it didn't. Very strange, but whatever. The first 2 days of my cycle, I was using the U fold. Remember, I called it a taco. It's either the U fold or the C fold. Some people call it C. Some people call it U. I call it a taco. But I was using this fold. But what I was starting to find out, when I would put it inside, that it would kind of open up a little bit, but it would kind of stay like this. And it wouldn't pop open all the way. It would kind of stay all bent up like this. And that allowed the blood to come around the sides of it. No suction, So I watched a bunch of videos, and I found out that the punch down, I tried a bunch of different folds. Some of those folds are crazy. There's the Z and the origami and just some crazy stuff. But let's just keep it basic here. So I tried the punch down. That's where you punch down into the center of the cup, like that. Punch down into the center of the cup. Hold this part, and then pull this finger back out. And that gives you a small insertion point. That's what you're going to, slide up in there first. And then when it's up in there, because when I would put it up inside of me, it would stay like this. It would not open. But they had a tip that I learned from them. You have this right here, this little nubby that you can push. Pop. So you punch down like that, put it inside, then it's inside and it's stuck like this, which is, you're just going to leak everywhere. you push this nubby, once it's inside of you, push this nubby, and it will pop open like that inside of you. And you can feel it pop open. It doesn't hurt or anything like that. Some people call it the vagina slap, but it doesn't hurt. But you can feel it pop open. That doesn't hurt. And now you're completely open, and it makes a suction. And there you go. So when I figured that out, after I had, the couple of days of leaking, but I figured out that punch down, put it in, pop it open. When I figured that out, I had no more leaking. And so I figured out my problem was no suction. I wasn't getting a good, suction stay in there. It was slipping down. It was staying, misshapen so that blood was coming around the sides of it. And it was, girls, it was nasty. It had blood all over the outside of the cup. Thank God I was wearing gloves. I wear artificial nails. This is a nail channel, but I do want to review products too. I want to give my opinion on certain products. Yeah, the next review I think I'm going to do is on Lumi deodorant. I ordered it, and it came. Everybody's seen the Lumi commercials. That stuff is crazy. So watch for the review on the Lumi. I'm actually going to go the 3 days without a shower and see if it prevents the odor for the full 3 days. I'm really going to do that and see what happens. Hey, got to do what I got to do for my viewers, right? Well, anyway. My final reviews on this. I do like it. I am going to try it again next month and see if I can go a full period with no leaks. The last day of my period, I did wear this to work. I recommend wearing a glove because it is quite nasty unless you don't mind getting it's your blood, it's the same as getting your urine on you or whatever, but it is nasty. I don't like getting my blood all over me. Oh my gosh. And this happened one time. I pulled it out and it was all slippery on the outside of the cup, right? But it had a little bit of blood inside of it too. And I was going to the sink to do it, and it slipped. Somehow I didn't have a good enough hold on it or something, or it's just too slippery and it slipped. And this thing fell over and went right here. And I did not have on long sleeves. It poured that blood out all over my arm, and it splattered. It went on the counter. It went everywhere. I thought I was going to die. I don't know. I shouldn't have felt that way. It was my blood, but still, I don't know. I just felt that way. But anyway, so my final reviews, I think it's a very good product. It helps to cut down on waste. And ladies, think about how many pads and tampons you use, and you're just one woman. Think about all the women, all the pads and tampons that goes into our landfills and all the plastics that we're using. This is a great thing. You can use this for years, at least 1 year, if not more. I know the thing people come up with is these they do stain over time, and that is okay. It does not mean it's bad. It does not mean it's broken. Mine's not stained, and I think if you take pretty good care of them and clean them and stuff like that, maybe they won't stain as much. But it is very common for them to stain. There's nothing wrong with that. They still work just the same. But anyway, you can use this for at least a year, or if not years to come. I don't know what the recommendation is, how often to replace these. I do need to find out, because I do think this is the way I'm going to go. I'm not going to give up on it just yet. I am going to keep trying. And this was just the Diva Cup. There are so many different cups out there, different shapes, different lengths, different sizes. Some of them even have like a little ladder instead of the little string that hangs down here. They have like a little ladder that hangs off of them. It's all connected and has like 4 little rungs and stuff. There's so many different cups out there. Just Google menstrual cups. You'll find a bunch of them. But you have to be comfortable with touching yourself down there. You have to be comfortable with putting your fingers inside. You have to be comfortable with feeling all around in there. You have to be comfortable with getting your stuff on you. Uh, whether you use a glove or not, I guess I'm not comfortable getting my stuff on me. I fully intend on using a glove. So what I do, I have my little cup and the little purple bag that it comes in, and if I know it's time for my period, I'm going to be out and about, I just put me a glove in the little bag with this and stick it in my purse. If I'm at home, of course, I have gloves here. I take care of my grandmother. She's bedbound, so we have gloves for her and stuff. So I got plenty of gloves at my house. Plus, I'm a nurse, so I have gloves at work. So I'm just, anywhere I need a glove, I have a glove. I even keep a box in my car. So I'm good on that. Now, as far as emptying these in public. Okay. Number one, when I did fill this cup up all the way one time, I left it in for 10 hours and it filled, well, almost to the top. It was pretty far. It was about right there. It was pretty far up there. That was 10 hours. So you're going to get, and if you're not a heavy, menstruator like me, then you might even be able to get the full 12 hours out of it. I don't think I could have made it to the 12 hours. It would have been overflowing. It was starting to kind of run out then, I could tell. And I just was pushing it. I just wanted to see how far I could go with it. Unless you're going to be somewhere, let's say you're going out to dinner and a movie. You're not going to be gone longer than 6 or 8 hours. Let's say you're going even to the pool to swim with your buddies for the day. You're not going to be gone longer than 6 or 8 hours. You should be able to do whatever you're going to do out during the day with this. Because you can urinate with this in. That was one of the things I loved the most about this. Because I was the kind of person that if I went to urinate, I had to change my tampon. Because, the bottom of it got wet, the string got wet, all that kind of stuff. I had to change my tampon every time I peed. This, it's up in there. You just wipe. There's no blood. There's no nothing. It was awesome. That was one of the things I love most about this, was being able to go pee-pee and not have to change anything. And my cramps did decrease. I will say that. With a tampon, I think I'm a person that has kind of a lower setting uterus, and not uterus, cervix and all that stuff. So I think with a tampon, it would touch it a lot, and that irritation, because I could feel it when I would put a tampon in. I could feel it press against that, and it hurt. It was painful. And when I first put this in, I felt it press against it, and it was painful, and it increased my cramps. But after I kind of got the hang of it a little bit, and I didn't push it quite that far in there, it didn't press against my cervix and stuff anymore, and it did not increase my cramps. That was so awesome. My cramps went away. They were milder. After I got the hang of this, they were milder than what they usually are. That was really great. But going to the bathroom in public and having to empty this or whatever, I would recommend, if it was me, I would just be prepared. I would take my purse, and I would have a glove, a baby wipe, and a bottle of water. Maybe make me up like a little sandwich bag with a couple gloves, a couple baby wipes, and one of those little 8-ounce bottles of water in a little sandwich bag. Stick it in my purse if I'm going out for the day and I'm worried I'm going to have to empty this. So at that point, I would go into the stall. I would open up my little baggie, put on my glove. I would pull this out, empty it. I would take my bottle of water, rinse this out, maybe wipe it off really good with a baby wipe, and then put it back in. Of course, there are women who say that they will pull it out, urinate in it, pull it out, empty it, urinate in it, and then put it back in, because your urine is sterile, and that is perfectly okay. I am not comfortable doing that. I think I would prefer to rinse it out with water and then put it back in. So that would be my recommendation if you're going to be out for the day. If you're going out for the day, you know you're going to be out for the day. And if you're worried you're going to go to the potty and need to change this or empty this, or if you're worried about it being too full, my recommendation, of course, would be to empty it right before you leave and right when you get back home, and then you should be okay. But if you are worried about doing it out in public, because you're not going to be able to empty this, carry it to the sink, and wash it out in the public sink with other ladies in there, they're going to be like, oh, God, what are you doing? So that's just not an option. So I would be prepared. I would have me a couple gloves, a couple baby wipes, and a little small bottle of water. And I would just go in the stall, do what I needed to do, throw my stuff in the trash, and walk right out of that thing like nothing happened. I do like it. My review overall is positive. I did have a hiccup, but I do believe it was my fault. I don't think I was getting it suctioned properly. So for any ladies that are having a problem, I recommend, we'll go over it one more time, the punch down method. And if you want to see other people do it, just Google the, menstrual cup punch down method. You just take one side of the cup, punch it straight down into the center of the cup. Hold this side. Pull your finger back out. Then you have a nice small insertion point. And when you insert that up in there, it's going to pretty much stay folded down, which means you're going to leak. It's just, well, this was my experience anyway. It didn't open back up on its own. I don't know why, if it didn't have enough room, or if it was the way I put it in. I don't know. But it did not open up on its own. It stayed like this inside. So, but you have a nubby to push on. And all you got to do is push on that nubby and it will pop open. You'll get the vagina slap. It isn't painful. You can feel it open up, and then you know you're good to go. Once I put it in there and I pushed the nubby and got it open up, I would go right here on the bottom and I would push it just a little bit higher, and then that's it. As long as I done it like that, it did not leak. Of course, it took me a couple days to figure that one out. I think it's very much trial and error. I would recommend doing a lot of your trial and errors from home while you're getting used to this thing. Maybe, I never got that period smell to me unless I was leaking. So it must be maybe when the blood meets the oxygen, creates that odor, because if all my blood went in here and I had no leaking, I did not have that period smell at all. Not even a little bit. And when I would pull this out, this had no odor. The blood that was in this cup had no odor. It didn't even smell like blood. So don't worry about like a bad stinky odor. There was none. And this is wonderful if you want to be able to monitor your menstrual blood. I know some women do that. They monitor their menstrual blood. One day I had like some white chunky stuff in there and it kind of scared me, but it's perfectly normal. But that's a great way to monitor your menstrual blood. You can see how much you have. You can see what it looks like, what it smells like, if it did have a smell. You could see if there was like little clots in it, little chunks in it. One day I had some little clots. One day I had little chunks, white chunks of stuff. I don't even know what it was, but apparently it's normal. So it's a good way to, you know, just keep track of your feminine health. So I really don't know what else to say. I am going to try this again next month, and I'm hoping to have an entire period with no problems. Oh, I was talking about the odor. So the day that I leaked really bad, and this kept sliding down, and it kept having it all blood all over the outside, and it kept leaking and stuff. That on that instance, I absolutely had some of the period odor to me. I really did. But as long as this was working, I didn't have it. So, alright guys, that's all I have for you. If you have any questions for me, leave them below. Please subscribe, like this video, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. If you use this, have I scared you off from even trying this? I hope not, because I think it's worth it at least to give it a shot, give it a try. I am not going to give up on this. I am going to try this again next month, and hopefully I will have a wonderful leak-free period. It does decrease my cramps. It does decrease odor. It does make you comfortable. You could go swimming or anything. You know, that's really awesome. And you're getting a good 6 to 8 to 10 to 12 hours with this little thing. So let me know what you think, and I will do another review video next month, and hopefully it will be 100% positive. I do think that this is not a just one time and you're a pro thing. This was my second period that I used it on, and I had better results than I did the first time, and I feel like if I do it again next month, I'll have better results than I did this time. I think it's very much a practice, trial and error type thing. Hang in there, don't give up, keep trying. It's wonderful once you get the hang of it. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.